Well, I'm conflicted.
I'm so conflicted.
On the bright side, this is the first week I feel like I've been caught up officially in a long fucking time. So that's a big thing for me this year. It's been really a struggle. So we just saw Overboard.
Yeah. I have a confession.
You like soap operas, don't you?
I really loved watching telenovelas when I was working at the Asian supermarket.
That explains so much right now.
Mostly because that's how I connected with the produce guys. Because they'd be like, shh, Carlito and Abu, whatever.
Whatever.
Abu, yeah. They're arguing. I'm like, about what?
Well, what were they arguing about?
I think it was like marriage. It's always marriage.
Okay.
Marriage is such a big thing in telenovelas.
I can tell.
Which is what we basically watched.
Yeah.
We watched like an hour and a half of a telenovela. It was like
almost 2-hour telenovela.
It was oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
It felt.
This movie is just under 2 hours.
I mean, it has a telenovela premise and like a telenovela dad character who has all of the money.
Yeah, and a plot. And they say this sells like the evil sister and the big corporation, and
then like the
amnesia,
and then like the homely sister that just sort of like takes it, but then she gets. But everyone gets their just desserts at the end.
I mean, like compared to
a shark attack was even mentioned. Didn't actually happen, but totally. Okay. One time, I was at San Jose State.
Okay.
In the bricks.
Let's see where this is going. Yeah, I know the bricks.
And the cleaning staff, they were watching the telenovela. And I was like, wait, is that a shark? And it's like, yeah, we're confused too. Because this is a freshwater lake.
Well, there are freshwater sharks.
That was attack people. But I was like, that is confusing, and then I sat down.
Because you just had to know at that point, right?
Right? It's like watching a train wreck. Anyway.
That's actually kind of a good segue into what we actually thought of this movie. That actually kind of ties in. That kind of sums it up in a nutshell, honestly.
It's like watching a train wreck. You just can't look away.
You know where it's going. You know what has to happen. But you're also just really curious.
And you're just somewhat invested into the events that are going to happen because it's just a train wreck.
I mean, this movie isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's not good.
It is way better than it deserves to be.
It's not good. I'm not gonna sit here and try to sell this as a movie you should go see in theaters. But it's also no I feel pretty. I didn't walk out of this movie angry so much as just confused about what I'm supposed to get out of this.
Why didn't anyone hit the brakes? Honestly, with her morally repulsive friend and enabling husband.
And it's also more it's the moral of a story if you want to fall in love, kidnap a motherfucker? Is that what? Is it the Beauty and the Beast all over again?
Oh, well.
At least she knew she was a prisoner in that movie.
Hang on. Who is keeping who in prison?
Oh, that's fucking deep.
Because he literally had to sleep in the shed. Okay,
he had to sleep in the shed.
Yeah, that's what I said. He.
Okay, I said you said she.
Yeah, no, I said he. It's on video. Anyway, he had to sleep in the shed.
Yeah. I mean, I meant him as the prisoner in this scenario.
Oh yeah.
Because it's fairly obvious. I mean, you've seen the trailer, you know what this movie's about. It's about. Granted,
rich asshole gets amnesia after, and then because he slighted a carpet cleaning lady, she decides to go into a somewhat overcommitted plot to
convince him
that they're married.
Yeah, they're married, so he can do all the housework and the cooking and all that stuff.
So she can study for her nurse exam.
Yeah, and over the course of a month, he gets I don't want to say the word unbelievably because, come on. If I go with what's unbelievable, we're gonna be here all goddamn night.
He is very accepting of his situation.
He accepts it remarkably quickly.
Now, to be fair, this is a rich boy growing up on daddy's money, probably being told by the nannies what he can and can't do. Anyway, that's my devil's advocate response to this. Yes,
like,
a little boring, but
I mean, like, if you kind of just take it as kind of like a novella, you can just kind of roll with it.
If it's if it's novella logic, like everybody's IQ is just sort of like turned down by like a few, like at least 90 degrees.
And if you kind of go into it with that attitude, there's some stuff to enjoy here. It's kind of what makes Split a really good movie. Have you seen Split?
You told me to see it, and I didn't want to watch it because I don't like M. Night.
Well, then you won't care if you haven't seen Split by now. I can't help you. Go watch it. It's actually a pretty good movie. The twist is it takes place in the same world as Unbreakable.
I didn't watch Unbreakable either.
Is it Unbreakable or Unbroken? I always get the two confused. No, it's Unbreakable.
Unbroken's the movie that you hate.
That's right. Okay, yeah, no, Unbreakable. So basically, it's a superhero world. Is the long and short of it. So the fact that the whole multi-personality thing works the way it does, like, oh, it makes perfect sense. It's comic book logic. So as long as I take it from that perspective, I can totally get behind it. Rather than I think of a realistic lens.
Okay.
You look really confused.
It's like listening to a train wreck.
No, basically, like, I don't want to get too off. I don't want to get too off tangent here, but just very quickly, I will tie this back into what we're actually talking about.
Yeah.
Because like Split is a movie about like a guy with multiple personalities, but basically the multiple personalities is basically his superpower. But they don't tell you it's in the same world as Unbreakable until the very, very end, which is like that was the big twist of that movie.
Okay.
Was the fact that it was connected with his previous movies. That like it was literally in the very last end credit sequence where they revealed this. And honestly, now watching it, knowing that, it makes everything that bothered me the first time I watched it perfectly okay. Because okay, it's superhero rules. Mental illness gives you superpowers. We've seen this in Batman all the goddamn time. So, and then I was like, oh, okay, I can go along with this now. I'm totally okay with this. Similar to this movie, if I take it with the mindset like it's a dumb novella, all right, whatever. I can go, like the actors are charming enough.
The actors are charming enough.
That's honestly kind of what carries this most of the movies, because I like Anna Faris.
I actually just really like dramatic irony.
Yeah,
and, I was fucking like
you were having fun at this.
I was having a lot of fun. It's not a great movie.
No, like
but it's a good movie about dramatic irony.
Yeah, and like a lot of I'm not gonna lie, like I was having some fun too. Just they did a good job of just making you not give a shit what this man goes through in the first half of the film.
Because he really deserved it.
He really deserved it. Everyone just starts fucking with him once this whole amnesia thing takes place. As ethically fucked up as it is, and it's ethically fucked up. And the movie does not do a good enough job addressing how fucked up it is. And, there was literally a part, I'll let you get to your point, literally a part where after the liar reveal thing happens, which you know it's gonna fucking happen. It's not really a spoiler.
It has to happen.
It has to happen. She look, the kids are all mad at the mom for letting him go, and then she goes, "What am I supposed to do? I basically kidnapped him." And the oldest daughter goes, "So?"
Honestly, they were a household that clearly needed a man, I guess. That was the lesson here.
That's more like if you love someone, kidnap them. Or
the starting of every love story is different.
Still,
I guess I don't know.
Stockholm syndrome is real. That's what I learned.
Stockholm syndrome is very real. Also, got him to quit drinking alcohol for a month.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's gonna stick.
Probably not.
Maybe he's.
I mean, they only have Bud Light in the house, so maybe.
Well, no, they can. Once they sell the yacht,
I guess they can get whatever they want at that fucking point.
At that point, they'll have Bud. With lime.
Oh, upgrading. Yeah.
Pinky out, Mike. Mm-hmm. Pinky fucking out.
Fancy as fuck.
Maybe even an ice cube.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Dude, back the fuck up. Okay. Alright, you're getting too extreme.
I'm sorry.
Too extreme.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
That was crazy.
We talked about this.
can't just add ice to beer.
No, it's a
insane.
sin against nature.
No, it just also dilutes the shit out of it.
God did not intend ice to be in beer. You chill that shit beforehand. We all know this.
Anyway, yeah, so, it's a ton of...
Sorry, go ahead.
It's a telenovela. I don't know.
I mean, this is going to be a short review because I don't really have a whole lot to say about this when you break it down.
I've watched actual telenovelas. I've watched, if you've heard of Jane the Virgin, it's a telenovela.
Oh, yeah, I've seen clips of that one. I cannot get into that.
It's a telenovela that makes fun of telenovelas, and I fucking love it.
Of course you do.
No, it's just like...
I mean, I heard it's a good show, so no judgment.
It's a pretty good show. I only got through like two seasons or something like that before I couldn't keep up with it anymore. But I fucking love the narrator at that show, and that's the only thing that this movie was missing, was like a narrator and maybe like some time frames.
Maybe, yeah.
Because like, a month went by really fast.
I was relatively okay with the pacing. I thought, granted, there was kind of just a large leap from I can't believe I'm stuck in these circumstances to I'm totally okay with this. I'm gonna try extra hard now. And there's just kind of it's 180 degree shifts that happen so fast. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, he's very accepting of a situation, but it's what happens when you work like one day of like hard manual labor, right?
It just
you do like one hard day of manual labor, and then the next thing you know, you're just like, I'm gonna be a good father to these girls that aren't even from my sperm.
It's more like when you want a man to love you and treat you right and do all the chores in the house, you need to break his fucking will.
Just like...
His will to live needs to be shattered. He needs Mexican tough-ass construction workers to tell him the business. But you gotta lock him in the fucking shack, take away his beer, make him do a job he has no experience in, will break his body, make him do all the chores, sit on your ass reading a book while he does it, constantly make him feel inferior as a man, and only after all those criteria is met will he thank you for it.
So, do you have anything else to say about this movie? I mean, okay, so, first of all,
I think I just summed it up.
we had this movie before, right? 50 First Dates?
There was also, ironically, there was kind of more sincerity in 50 First Dates, because nobody was locked in the fucking shed.
That's true.
I mean, granted, that movie also has incredibly fucked up implications.
I'm just saying, at the end, where she wakes up and is on a boat in, like, Alaska or something with, like, 2 kids, and she just, like, gets a new videotape every day, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that must have been, like, and granted, like, 50 First Dates is a fucked up movie when you really take a stop and think about it.
50 First Shades?
50 First Dates, man. That fucking movie is fucking like haunting when you actually sit down and think about it. When you think about that timeline between like marriage and all that shit, like, so there was a day when she just woke up 9 months pregnant again, and she had no clue the first one happened. That's a fucking nightmare scenario.
Honestly, waking up the first and or second time, like mid-pregnancy, would have been pretty fucked up.
Imagine waking up in labor.
I'm pretty sure she would have figured it out pretty quickly, that she was at least pregnant at some point.
There'd be some fucking questions.
Honey, you need to push. I cannot focus right now. So
play the tape. It makes it totally okay. I don't know you. We can talk about the ethical issues of 51st Dates.
I feel like there's like there should be a whole conversation about messing with someone.
Apparently, it's a subgenre. They're romantic comedy.
So, messing with someone who has zero ability to retain short-term memory, or has had their entire long-term memory just reset.
Yeah. It's more like a romantic comedy is taking advantage of the mentally vulnerable.
Yeah,
that's romance.
I'm seeing hearts. Happy Mother's Day. You know, that's coming up.
It's like, what was that joke I made at you and like we were watching this movie where just everyone, like, towards the end, when Anna Faris tries to do the right thing and tells him what's going on, the kids won't fucking go with it because they really like having him around.
It's like having a dog.
So the kid just he leaves, and the mom just goes, "What the fuck?" basically, and the kids go, "We like him. We want to keep him."
Just like yes.
And I was like, "We can get another one.
Just go to the psych ward.
Just go to the psych ward. We'll get another one." Which that must be really awkward. Like, imagine in Gotham City, someone's some crazy woman's walking through the halls with a grocery cart.
Oh, Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Harley Quinn. And he goes "Can we help you slow down, ma'am?" Just browsing.
Mr. J died, so I'm looking for a new one.
Well, like this one, he's scaly.
Oh.
Yeah. So this, and then at the end, this what makes this movie kind of weird. And again, there's really not a whole talk beyond just how fucked up it is.
Also, why would they just do a private sale when they should just go okay on it? So at the very end, that
we have a MacGuffin. Yeah.
At the very end, they have money kind of because they can just sell the $60 million yacht that was his birthday present or something. But why sell it when you can lease it out or even rent it out to drunk party boys?
Airbnb, motherfucker.
Airbnb the motherfucker.
Yeah.
You kidding?
Granted, how many rich people are in Oregon?
Yeah, okay, good point.
Because I've been to Oregon.
But then he wouldn't have to do construction anymore.
Outside of Portland, there's not much.
That's why he doesn't have to do construction anymore. He could just be a captain that goes from Oregon to San Francisco, I guess.
Sure.
That's a pop.
Because that worked out the first time, apparently.
Rich people do all sorts of shit. Buy $60 million yachts. Jesus, I was oh yeah, that thing's $5 or $10 million yacht. No, 60. Just add. Okay, man.
Goddamn. All right. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Way to make me feel like a poor person. Let me.
We are a poor man. Let's just face it.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling like Zoidberg, from Futurama, with his $300 bill. It's let me have your most expensive dish. Oh, he's doing such a great impersonation of a poor person. Oh.
Zoidberg, you're finally becoming the crafty consumer.
Anyway, yeah.
Take the sandwich. Anyway. No.
I'm good, man. This movie.
No, because there was a point I was going to make that got glanced over. As it's at the end, when this movie gets, again, this is where it becomes from the first half, you're kind of okay with it because he's just such a dickbag at the beginning that you don't really give a shit if bad things happen to him. And that kind of makes it kind of fun from a purely vindictive, bitter, petty standpoint. But then, towards the halfway point, it just becomes increasingly fucked up as it keeps going along, and the movie never really seems to it does and it doesn't actively acknowledge how fucked up it is.
I think the friends are the most fucked up. They're the ones who suggested this.
Enabling assholes. All of them just horrible enablers. And it ends with him, of course, getting his memory back, and then he said, no, I'm gonna go back to the con artist because I love her, and the dad just she brainwashed you, and we're yeah. He's not wrong. As a dad, I can't see where
I don't see where he's in the wrong at all. Everyone else outside of the dad and the doctor, I guess, that was was morally reprehensible.
It's like watching the Twilight movies and just watching the poor dad get more and more defeated as the movies go on. And
it's the Norwegian crew just watching all of the shit on the boat, and they're oh, it's our telenovela.
So yeah, by the time the final, the whole, I guess the conclusion novella happens when they all announce their love to each other, and then they get married.
Shitting for money in the water.
Yeah, and then it's all you just leave this I don't know if I should feel happy about this, or I don't know what this movie wants me to fucking think about this.
The beginning of love just fucking happens. Whether or not you kidnap a man, or you make him do shit, or you just use Tinder.
I'm sure Charles Manson's girlfriend felt the same way.
Anyway,
So
I'm so done talking about this movie.
yeah, I don't got much else. So
Just-
let's quickly go through trailers so we
It's a
can
great
go on.
telenovela.
It's. Do you recommend like people to go see this?
Not like in the theaters.
God no. Like I don't
Like maybe maybe like a drinking game, and then like every time something even remotely fucked up happens, like take a sip.
like this is one of those movies where like I can't say it's good, but I didn't hate it. It's in that weird middle ground.
I think it's because it's so ethically fucked up that you can't feel good about saying that you enjoyed it.
I mean, I'm like, there are parts where I chuckled.
I legit thought it was funny when he grabbed the eldest daughter from the pool. And I was just like, wow, he like really adjusted that really quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There are parts where I laughed, like the part where the evil sister like convinces his dad, like their dad, that
Oh, the ashes that she stole from the campsite.
From a campsite, and he gives it to the
Why
dad.
does it smell like
and then,
carne asada?
why does it smell like meat? And he goes like, well, that's because that's what we
All
all
are.
are. In the end, hamburger. So like shit like that. I was like, all right, you got me, movie.
They got some good chuckles, but I don't think it was worth the $13.
Like I guess if you like novellas, this is something to watch when it comes on Netflix. But I can't justify paying money to go see this.
Yeah.
Like on Blu-ray or on like maybe a Redbox, if you have to. But there are worse comedies you can see out that's out right now.
That's
so,
true. Like
I Feel Pretty or Super Troopers 2 or
yeah.
hey, we didn't go see that, so you're like,
Hey, you know what? I'm glad I held my ground on that one.
you're like gonna try to bribe you harder.
What's the what are the trailers?
Yeah, I'm getting to that right now. So the first one we got was For Adrift.
Oh yeah, fuck that movie. They're fine. Their white privilege will get them across the ocean.
I don't think white privilege really matters in the depths of the sea.
No, it'll be fine.
I mean, I'm sure they.
It's based on a true story, and they're fine.
Okay. Deepwater is also based on a true story. Let's point that out. And they died horrifically.
I'd rather watch the movie about the megalodon shark.
I would too, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of down for that one.
I'm like Jason Statham versus a giant fuck off shark. Yeah. Jason Statham better punch shit out of that shark. So I'm saying,
Like Jaws is in the corner, like being like emasculated.
shut the fuck up, Bruce. And then he started like Jason just does like a spin kick on a fucking huge megalodon, and that's how he wins. He punches in the eye.
Yeah.
Like Kali Mars, that motherfucker. Just
Or like a giant squid or something. I don't know.
the giant squid is also in that movie. The shark kills it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's in the trailer. We got Book Club.
Oh yeah. Wait, so that's basically Sex in the City, the movie, but like 40 years later?
The senior edition of Sex and the City.
Yeah, so it's like 40
Plus
years.
a commercial for the 50 Shades of Grey books.
Yeah. Honestly, there is like better erotica.
Oh, God, yeah. I've seen all three of those fucking movies. I can safely say, like, I think the joke I can make it through all three of those reviews is like, dude, I've seen more erotic stuff in a ghost in an ET bikini than in 50 Shades of Grey. 1, 2, or 3.
All right.
Unless you really just want to ruin your dairy products. That's as erotic as it gets in number 3. Look it up. It's not very good.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's not even as dirty as you think it is either. That's the thing. It's not even like, that's just a waste of perfectly good ice cream. You know, you're not even doing anything sexy with it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What do you think I was going with that?
I don't want to know.
Then we got a new trailer for Hotel Transylvania 3.
You know what? That movie actually looks like there's a plot now.
Like, I don't hate the Hotel Transylvania movies. I haven't seen the first one. I heard that one's actually not that bad. I
liked it.
I thought the second one was fine.
Second one was... Oh, my problem with the second one was like everything with the morals was like...
Yeah, like immediately undone the second
Undone.
they get to the finale. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I thought the whole point was it's okay to be whatever, but then, you know...
Nope. Family acceptance earned. You have officially earned my love, child. This one looks like it could be fine.
It's probably fine.
You know, it's not fine. Mamma Mia 2. I'm so sick of this fucking trailer.
Me too.
It's the same fucking. It's. I've talked about it to death, and that's. Me and Karina are probably gonna go watch that because she's excited for it. Because of course she is.
Here I go again.
Technically, you can only do that once if we're gonna be nitpicky.
Why am I immortal?
It's like Deadpool or something like that. Then we got The Darkest Minds. I got this trailer.
Movie?
Yeah, I got this trailer yesterday when I saw Tully of all movies. Yeah, the YA X-Men movie.
I was wondering, like, is that basically just like Young Storm? Because that would make so much sense.
I don't know if they're making this because like all the other YA series franchises are done now, that they're desperate for a new one. I don't fucking know. Either way, it looks like a cheap knockoff.
No, they're just like they're gonna get included with the next Infinity Gauntlet, right?
Oh god, I hope not. Like, of all the super mutants you could have brought into your universe, Marvel, you went with these fucking things.
It's better than the kids from the Teen Titan Go movie.
I will admit, I will say this: the new trailer for that movie had 2 really funny jokes in it. One was when they were teasing like a Robin movie. It turns out it's for Alfred the movie.
Okay.
Where he's gonna and where Robin is sitting there pissed. As Raven's like, yeah, I want to see that.
I would actually rather see that.
And it was like, it's him sweeping up crime. It was like, all right, yeah, okay, that was good. And another really good gag in that one was when they're talking with like Superman and Wonder Woman, like Green Lantern's all there. It's like, have you guys all gotten movies? And like Starfire goes, Green Lantern goes, have they made a movie about you? And he goes, there was a Green Lantern movie, but we don't talk about it. It gets really sad. Like, he just gets like his soul just got broken, and he looks sad. Like, we don't talk about it anymore. And it's a John Stewart Green Lantern too, which makes it even funnier. So like, all right, you got me twice, movie.
Yeah, okay.
And it has Will Arnett as Deathstroke, so like, all right, it might have a couple good laughs in it.
Fine. I mean, it's no worse than when we watched My Little Pony, right?
I don't know, man. Hungry Hippo. It's hard to top that. That being said, we made so much fun of that movie. We kind of had a good time with that alone, so maybe that'll be the same thing with this. If it's a movie just about making fun of how bad the DCEU movies have been, then it might make it worth it.
Yeah. That's probably the only way they can get through.
So yeah, we really got off tangent on Darkest Minds. So then we got Smallfoot. The trailer looks like it's gonna be horrible, but
I mean, so did this trailer for Storks.
That's where I was getting at. 'Cause but at the same time, I've really liked the work from that animated studio, because this is the people that brought us the Lego movies. Even Ninjago was just okay.
Oh really? I thought it was gonna be better.
It was good. It wasn't great. It was like, of the Lego movies, which is shocking to say, it's definitely the weakest. But there were still some good parts I liked in it.
All right. Lloyd.
He was good. I liked him. Garmadon, that was his name. And you can tell that for being a Lego character, Dave Franco was acting the shit out of it. Like 110%. You can feel the emotion, those little yellow black eyes. So it's like, you know what? Dave Franco does not get enough fucking credit in Hollywood.
Yeah, and then we were talking about Yetis.
Yeah,
Littlefoot.
Yeah, Channing Tatum plays a Yeti.
It's like that one part of Monsters Inc. when they're hanging out with Yetis.
Oh yeah, that was or a Yeti. It was only one.
It could have been more. Don't be a racist.
Wow. It's not racist, sir, because everyone is unique.
Yeah, okay. Moving on.
I win, motherfucker. Today I win the racist war. Wow, what if someone just took that clip and just took it totally out of context? This is why I can never run for office in anything ever.
And then at the next alt-right rally, I won the racist war. I won the racist war. And what I'm gonna say.
We're gonna get retweeted by Trump.
No.
I agree with these guys. They seem like good guys.
Oh, fuck.
That's how we know we've sunk a new low. On the bright side, we'd get really popular really fast after that.
Is it really popularity?
With the YouTube conservatives, it's a dark place, but it is a really it's a vibrant place. I've made the mistake of looking.
I'm liberal as fuck.
So am I.
Moving on. No, I just have to like put that in there.
Then we got Uncle Drew. Fuck that movie. That Tyler Perry knockoff looking shit.
Yeah.
When even Tyler Perry says no.
Damn, really?
I'm just guessing because it looks like something he would make.
Maybe like at the very end, it's like produced by Tyler Perry.
Oh god, that would explain so fucking much. And the last role I got was The Spy Who Dumped Me, which is the Mila Kunis and
it looks like that other
Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, it looks like that other spy movie where Steve Carell was the spy, but like he just like was almost
Get Smart.
Yeah, he was like just almost good at being a spy.
Except I actually like Get Smart. That one's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine.
Really?
I don't think it's great, but it's like for what it was, I thought it was perfectly fine.
I thought it was fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, it's Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway, and they worked well off to get each other. This movie looks like. I mean, I like Mila Kunis. I don't hate Kate McKinnon, but I also haven't seen her in anything I've liked.
She just chooses projects poorly.
Pretty much, or at least
or can only get shitty projects.
I mean, like she has great facial expressions, and she can be a very funny physical actor. I just haven't really seen a role that I thought she was particularly like where she stood out as a character yet. I think she has potential. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really counting on it being good, but who knows? It could be passable.
Anyway, all right, I'm good.
So yeah. So any final thoughts for Overboard?
Maybe that's how good a girlfriend. No, I don't need that at all.
I'm gonna do random checks in your closet from now on.
What the fuck? Why would they wouldn't? Cliff would notice first.
Would he?
Maybe.
I mean, I feel like if you had a roommate that you can really honestly get away with that.
Maybe.
I
wouldn't do it.
I'm
checking
the cabinets when we get
What the fuck?
I don't know. It could be like a woman in the fridge scenario. Look it up. It's a thing. It was on a Green Lantern comic.